back to Good Day Valley. Now that Halloween has passed, we look forward to Thanksgiving and Christmas, Doctor. But how can we avoid getting the holiday blues? Can we keep our feelings from getting the best of us? Well, joining us this morning is our Good Day Valley psychologist and friend, Dr. Cynthia Gonzalez.
Hi, good morning.
Good to have you, Doctor. Looking beautiful as always. How was your Halloween?
It was good. It was fun. Lots of candy.
Did you dress up?
Yes, I did. Of course, absolutely. Right. I celebrate the holiday.
Awesome, awesome, Doctor. Well, now that we're thinking about other holidays, which is Christmas, how can we avoid feelings of sadness and depression? First of all, tell us why. What are some reasons why we go through this?
Well, the holidays is such a wonderful time of the year for many people because we get together with family. But for some other people, it's not quite nice. And many people do suffer from loneliness and depression during this time. Some people think that suicide is actually higher during this time, but it isn't. It's lower. However, because of the loneliness that sometimes accompanies holidays, people tend to be sometimes self-destructive and depressed and withdrawn, leading them to maybe end up in the ER for such behavior. So it's important to kind of look out for our loved ones and look to see whether or not they're being isolated or depressed during this time to help them out.
Now, Doctor, I have here in some notes, and they say, according to the National Institute of Mental Health, they say that about 19 million people suffer from depression. And a lot of people still think it's a condition, but it is treatable.
Oh, absolutely. It's very treatable with medication and with counseling, suicide, and also depression can be in many respects managed and treated effectively, but it's important for us to kind of identify these things with our family members and be supportive and really urge them to seek help before something can turn bad.
Now, Doctor, we know the problem exists. What's the next step? What is it? Maybe somebody knows that around this time they tend to get, a little depressed, maybe because of a family member, maybe they live far away, they can't travel and be with their family. What are some things we can do in order to overcome those feelings?
Well, the first thing is not to ignore it. I think during the holiday we're all feeling well, we're gathering, we're enjoying the time and the spirit, and sometimes we kind of overlook some of the signs that we may see in another loved one. So first of all, identifying whether or not you have a loved one that is isolative, oversleeping, and possibly even engaging in self-destructive behavior like overly drinking and things like that, and reaching out to them and just giving them some hope, understanding that sometimes this is not a wonderful time because people feel lonely and there's grief involved. So reaching out is probably the most important thing because depression and suicide are treatable.
Now, what would you say to somebody that maybe lives by them alone in a city, because they moved because of work or anything else, and maybe they don't have a family member to go to? What can they do?
I agree. I think many times we think of giving and we think of giving gifts. Well, the best gift of all always is relating to other people and connecting and showing our love. So make it a point this holiday to look not only in helping people monetarily, but also reaching out to the lonely, to the elderly, to the individuals that may be widowed, and spend time with them. And that's pretty easy to give. It doesn't cost very much money, and it sure does make us feel better.
That's right, Doctor. Well, thank you so much. Have a wonderful November, and we hope to see you soon with another great subject. Thank you so much. Now, new changes are taking place in One Valley Airport. Antonio is in the studio with more.